What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kids at Work podcast. I'm here with Travis Tangway again.
That's me. Thank you for having me back.
Yeah, no problem. Trav, so today, the reason why I brought up relationships is because I said in one of my last YouTube videos, like, what would you guys want to hear? And I just put a clip of the unemployment thing. Mm-hmm. And someone said that get back to the relationships and stuff. The shit that I did with Perry. Mm-hmm. But, like, there's a difference between you and Perry because you're, a little more smarter than Perry for sure. I mean, I think that he's not the brightest bulb in the world.
Hopefully he doesn't watch this one, huh?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'd like to get your take on this because you're in an interesting situation. We're not gonna blow up your spot though, the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
Idea.
I guess I could voice my thoughts on where I'm kind of at in my life.
Sure.
Relationship wise.
And how you're a serial relationship guy.
Yeah, guys. For those who don't know, I don't know if serial relationship's like a real thing, but I guess like person at the bar said that it was. But
I mean, me and the boys have definitely said it before that you love, and then she just kind of brought it to the definition of a serial relationship guy.
Do you not love it though? Like, do you not love being in love?
I mean, yeah, it's a good feeling.
But you've been single for like a good amount of time now.
But then I'm also that's the thing is like if you want to get deep and you want to get into love, like I've been in 3 relationships where we've all said we love each other.
Yeah, but
then
yours were a little different, though.
You were in a 7-year one where, like, you guys loved each other. But, like, so like, we talk about love, and it's like, is love just the one you're throwing around every relationship you're in? Or is love, like, love?
I don't know. I think that, like,
do you love the feeling of being able to tell someone you love them and have that cute little connection? Oh, I love you.
Yeah.
Like, is that the feeling you like? Or is it actually love? Like, if you want to get into that topic.
I don't know. I liked having somebody to be with, though, for sure. I have a hard time with like being like alone. Like, you know, like, I mean, even when I was fully fucking single out here, I just like had a hard time with sleeping by myself for sure. You know, there's not an easy way to put that one.
That one's gonna get you in trouble.
In good old trouble. But like in terms of like, I don't know, like it's not that easy. And I look at people like you and like some of our other friends that are able to just like kind of be on your own without like a partner, and it's like really interesting for me because I'm like on the opposite spectrum where like
and that's what blows my mind because you're so like independent, like that it blows my mind that you actually like since I've known you, you can't go a minute without like a connection with a female.
It's pretty fucking weird. I don't know. I wonder what
I guess we'll have to get a psychologist on the podcast and talk about some things that happened in the past life. Maybe that caused you feel like that.
Maybe it did. Yeah.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's necessarily like me and some of the boys that can be like on our own and live our own life. Like obviously we love the company of girls, but I think I've learned that I'm not going to just start forming a relationship like because someone shows affection towards me. Like I think that's where you get yourself into trouble is when you start looking for it.
Yeah, and then you can end up
you start looking for it and you start forcing it because say it's even, I remember one of the first podcasts I was on, I got a Snapchat because you had mentioned that I was in a fucking dry spell with Kamara behind my back. But you told me in that dry spell because it was one of the first, I don't know, this sounds cocky, but it was one of the first like long dry spells of my life.
Yeah, let's just say you've had intercourse a couple times in your life.
And thanks, appreciate that.
No problem.
And no, it was just, whether being with girlfriends or, like someone that you were consistently, having relations with or whatever, this was just one of the times like I was in a weird place where I didn't really wasn't really meeting people through work, wasn't really going out much because of work. Was kind of just hanging with you guys and going to work, so I wasn't really meeting people. And there was a while of there where I didn't get laid for sure, as you told everyone. But
yeah.
My point being with that is like you told me when I was going through that, you're like the more you look for it, like the less you're gonna get it. So I think when you talk about relationships, like it's not that me and the boys who like being single, like yeah, there are definitely positives of being single and whatnot, but obviously we still like that connection with girls. I think some of us are just content with when you bring up like living like our own life or being independent. I think there's just like we still love having a connection with a girl or a significant other. But we also enjoy our alone time and like our time with the guys because I think that's important too. And that's where I'm big, like where I give you hard times about always being with girls or whatever. That's truly where mine comes from, because I've always been a big component, and there's always time for the guys, because I look down the road where we're gonna be married and have kids, and our whole entire life is gonna be revolved around the woman that we end up with.
Yeah.
So now I give the boys a hard time not to be that fucking dickhead who's, oh, you're always with your girl. It's more or less just because, like, I think this is an important time to enjoy time with your friends before it's too late.
Yeah.
We'll still be 40 and have the occasional fucking beer after men's league or something like that.
Yeah.
But this is the only time in our lives where, like, we can have a majority more of time with our friends, because I just think, which it might be different with you, because you enjoy the time with girls so much, and I do too, but I think there needs to be an even balance. Like, even when I was with the girlfriends I had, like, at school and stuff, like, you're so close to them and you want to be with them all the time, but it also, like, I saw it take away from my, like, time with friends at school, where I'm like, I'm never going to let that happen again.
Yeah.
Obviously, to have a successful relationship, you need to make it an even balance.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing lopsided, you're gonna realize how many, like, friendships you're gonna end up losing, or that are gonna fade. Yeah. Which, that's why I say it blows my mind about you, because you can be like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, like, whatever. If the boys don't want to hang out, and the boys don't want to hang out, and, like, you can be like that, and you're comfortable like that. Yeah. And that's why it confuses me why you can't be like that with girls.
Dude, I think that I just don't want to be like, I don't know, like, I just literally love it so fucking much. It's just like, it, like, is my interest.
Oh, it is a good feeling. Like, there's nothing better than laying up and some
It's the sickest
snugs.
thing ever, dude. But I think that, to your point, it's true though, because at the end of the day, like, when you go through a breakup, and this goes on, both sides, girls and guys. Actually, I don't know about girls, but, like, us, like, having the boys, and, like, we have such a strong friend group, like,
very strong.
It, like, when you, like, let's say, like, I'm in a relationship, right? And then, like, it's going well and everything, and I'm with the guys, but, like, sometimes I don't hang out with the guys, and, like, she's taken over a good portion of my life. If we were to ever break up, the only people that are there for me are my friends, right? Yeah. And so you don't want to jeopardize those relationships by just focusing all of your attention on that significant other, because unless you know for certain, like, unless you're, like, married and you're like, yo, this person's going to be it for the rest of my life. But, like, in that dating phase, I think, like, I'm trying to be more conscious of it, and, like, I think there are other people that, like, get really sucked in a relationship should be as well, because, like, definitely possible where someone like myself could just, be with someone for a very long time and then just completely almost not even, like, forget about the boys, but just, like, I don't know, you could lose your friendships and then you could be left all alone. But in the midst of that too, what I not really get nervous about, but, like, something that's kind of been brought to my attention is, like, even with the pandemic that's going on, is, like, I don't want to, like, die alone. And that may sound like a little, like, grim and everything, but, like, you really think about, like, when is the time come to find a partner in life? Like, is it in your 20s? Is it in your 30s? Like, everyone's time is different.
I think it's different for everybody.
Yeah. But I don't want to miss out on all, I don't miss out on a good one.
I think some people also do force it too soon. Like, you see people getting married, like, early. Like, it's everyone operates differently. Some people are completely content with absorbing themselves and just being with that significant other. We've seen it with people we went to school with and they're just with their significant other 24/7, and, like, crazy. You know what, that is someone's cup of tea. Like, that is what makes someone happy, and I'm not hating on that at all. I just say, like, I just want you and, like, any other of the other guys that, like, I give a hard time. It's just me giving you guys a hard time is coming from a good place. It's more or less like me being like, oh, always with the girl, because it's not that I'm hating on that, because when I get the opportunity to do that, like, I still love laying up with a girl.
Quick trip to New Hampshire for you, huh? quick trip last night, huh?
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Took a trip to my fucking mattress last night.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did.
What are you doing? Calling me out? What's going on?
I didn't call you out. It's like quick trip to New Hampshire. No, but you're right.
Windows is getting hot in here, huh? No, so I still jump at an opportunity to, and, like, it's funny you talk about a connection with a girl, like, you love that feeling of, like, not necessarily being loved, but like having someone, like, care about you and enjoy being with you as well. Yeah. That's a good feeling. But I think you can also get that feeling from having a good night with your friends.
Oh, absolutely. You absolutely can.
Like, that feeling that people desire from, like, so it's funny we brought up, I know we're hopping all over the place here. We brought up, like serial relationship guy. Like, you're not that bad. Like, you were single for quite some time after your big relationship. Yeah. But, obviously,
we're just doing the thing.
Yeah, no, obviously, definitely had some company. I mean,
for sure.
I don't know if you're gonna edit that one out, but
no, it's fine.
And so like I've seen a fair amount of girls like that. Just they're in like a. Like have you ever seen people that just jump from like 1 4-month relationship to the next, and it's like, do you ever wonder why they're not working out? Because you're just fucking hopping right into them. You know,
and also maybe like
so like there are people out there that are like serial relationship people, and it's like maybe take a time, and they're like, oh, guys suck, and it's like, no, Janice. Maybe it's time to look in the fucking mirror.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
And you're just looking for shit in the wrong place.
Yeah, I don't think that I am that person.
No, I'm not. I don't know why I kind of brought that up because we talked about serial relationship people. You know.
Yeah, which is a thing. I think that people need to like it's a saying that you need to be able to allow yourself to be loved, and you need to be able to love yourself before you love someone else. But like. So if you're the type of guy, I mean, like we have a buddy that fucking, you know, if you think about like fucking Perry, for instance, in college, you know what I mean? Like he airs out all his dirty laundry. It's not mind saying it, but like the type of kid who will fucking date a girl for 4 months, will be the worst 4 months of his life, and then jump out of a relationship and date a girl next
girl that he just started dating,
and never allows any time to like develop on yourself, even like, you know, mentally or even like physically, like dial yourself in, like try to get looking better, just like anything at all. Like you just jump from being that toxic person that you were with fucking woman A, and then you're gonna go visit woman B with your toxic personality because you didn't grow at all, and then it's just
and you didn't grow on your own. You just you got addicted to that feeling of being, you know, I don't want to say love because it's obviously not love right off the bat, but once you get out of that shitty relationship and you get that new breath of fresh air by someone that's enjoying being with you, you get connected to that, and then you just jump right in. You didn't take any time to fucking after that fucking shit ass relationship, and you just jumped right in. Like, I don't know. It's just, I think it's just a different, everyone has a different perspective. Like the first relationship I had in college, like we were hooking up
fucking, not in Newcastle. That was because you.
No, I didn't have, no.
Right. Windsor,
sophomore year.
That was a good one. That was a good relationship for you guys.
It's funny. Me and her joke around about it now. So like, you know,
pretty funny.
We just,
me and Trav, we roomed together our entire college career, pretty much. I mean, Newcastle, we were just in separate doubles, but like, so I was the wall right over from you for the good old that one. But that was a good time.
Listen, in college, you drank a little bit.
Hey, now,
you know, when you get mad, you kind of yell.
I had a song called "Nothing But Bangers" for the OG like Matt Corman fans, and I say in the line like putting a hole in the wall, calling it Tanger, man. That's because. You threw a couple holes in the wall and a big.
Well. So you make it sound like all those holes in the wall were from like me getting mad, which three of them were from one night. The dresser was also on me from a shit night. That got broken from Mike Cochran. Shout out.
Really?
$750 for that dresser, in case you were wondering.
Quick Venmo that way.
No, it wasn't his fault. We had a party in Windsor, and like he like kind of was just like talking to someone, like kind of hanging on the thing, and it broke like the top panel. Remember those? They had like the 4 panels that.
Yeah, I punched mine out too.
Yeah. So and they broke like very easily.
I mean, you pushed them and they fucking fell.
Pushed them. So he was just like kind of leaning on it, like not doing anything like bad. Like it wasn't his fault it broke. It was just some shit ass dresser. So that was already broken, and then one night I came home and it was broken, and you know it got in my way.
It
pissed me off. It fucking pissed me off. But I do remember. So
remember you used to headbutt the wall.
So the hole in the wall. Most of those holes in the wall were from. I was peeing in the bathroom with Jake one time. And we were a gonzo. And I just remember him being like, "You won't put your head through the wall," and that's that original video where he's like, where I'm like, I'm Travis Tangway, and this is Windsor 205. Fucking
classic
my head
video.
That was the first hole in the wall. And then everyone saw that. It was like, no way you can just throw your head through the wall. And then I'd be like, okay. And I remember I made like $50 doing it in our bathroom which ended up with not enough to cover the hole in the wall, but should have learned how to patch those ones up. One piece of advice for you guys in college: if you put a hole in the wall, go to Home Depot and
patch that thing.
Fucking patch that bitch up, because
they overcharge a lot. They make profits off the holes.
They charge you a month's rent.
I mean, they literally do.
They literally do. That dresser that broke like that was $750. They just need to get new doors. I swear some of that went right in the pocket.
Damn, no, that did go right in the pocket. Because now that we're older, now we're like doing our own thing.
Listen, that dresser I just bought from IKEA is like good quality.
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah.
They charged me $700 for 2 doors to go on this dresser, and they're like, "Oh, this is out of stock."
That legitimately makes no sense.
We had to express order them. It was like, yeah, you just fucking put an extra $500 right in your pocket there. But
hit it with a seal at him.
So then, so people would dare me to put my head through the wall.
Yeah.
And then, so that was the whole. And then I got dared. Pat Donahue thought like I think he told me to pay for it one time, but I was like, your roommates literally dared me to put my head through your wall, so like that's not my fault.
Oh yeah, you did that at 305. yeah.
But ignorant of me, but like they did tell me to
College
do it.
was a different time though.
College
Like I mean, like ignorance didn't even exist.
Like if this is your ignorance didn't exist, we're all drunk. Like if this is your apartment and you're daring me to put my head through the wall.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy that in college, like literally the only thing, I know we're jumping around, but the only thing that you actually do see is like what's in front of you at that time. Like for me, for instance, like if like I'm just like back then,
that's what I kind of miss. Like I know you say you don't miss college that much. Like you're growing. Like I kind of miss those times because like
it was lack of responsibility. Like you didn't have any.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't the real world. There's a fucking fantasy world. For anyone that says like college is so hard and like I get it. Some people go to college to be like doctors and nurses and good for you and engineers. So like your college probably was hard and like ours
SNU was easy.
There's those who there's those who, and I cared about school. I always did throughout high school. I cared about school and like I cared about my grades in college too. But there was definitely other priorities there than just getting sick grades.
Oh, I mean, like I didn't have
we talk all the time. I feel like the social connections and the real world lessons you learn from like hanging out with people and doing things in school is the actual value of going to school, not the fucking classes you take. Like the gen eds you took in your first 2 years of college. Once again, we went to SNU. Like, there's
so I mean,
people who go to fucking Harvard and Yale out there that are like,
we're speaking from like from your perspective. You're speaking on. I mean, like you didn't have.
Like I went to my safety school.
Yeah,
like I went to an easy school to get into, and the shit I learned in half my classes, I don't take with me.
There's nothing I use.
We talk all the time. They should have taught us how to do our taxes, how to successfully manage a checkbook or a bank account. Budget, real world, like focus more on job interviews. Stuff like that. Like we had one class, one semester, SNU 404, that taught you how to like give you one mock interview. It's like we should have had classes on interviews.
We should have classes on like
different types of interviews.
Yeah.
You think I knew what a fucking I went to school for criminal justice when I took my first oral board and I sat down in front of like 8 cops and they just grill you. Like I knew to expect that, but then when I got a job at Sherwin and it was like a phone interview, then an in-person, then I know a girl that literally just did a Skype interview or phone interview, a Skype interview. Then they did like sit down in person, and then the 10 contestants or whatever. It's like make it sound like a game show, but the 10 people that are applying for the 2 internship spots, they had to remember. I told you they like had to all have their own. They would go around the room almost like an oral board and ask them these questions, and each kid had to like. It was like a fucking presidential debate. Yeah, they had to all answer in their own way and like justify for themselves why they're the one for the internship. Yeah. Like, I didn't know those type of fucking interviews existed. No. That's the shit that should be taught to us in college.
Yeah.
Not fucking calculus.
Yeah.
I mean, calculus if you're an engineer, but like, or whatever. I don't even know what calculus is used for. But like, it makes me sound dumb, but.
No, it doesn't make you sound dumb. That doesn't make you sound dumb. I mean, I think the conversation that we need to reform, or like a reformation in education is like,
yeah,
I mean, it's definitely like a big thing. I mean, you think about like we're even taught like most of like the wrong fucking stuff in history. I mean, we're taught Thanksgiving is some happy time where Christopher Columbus came over and then like everyone ate Thanksgiving and was happy, but then the next day like everyone was fucking dead and like it was a big fucking catastrophe and people got murdered. It was an awful time, but we're just taught the side that shows America being like
when you're taught about Thanksgiving, you're in like 3rd grade. They're probably not going to tell you.
But even still, then don't teach it if you're going to teach it wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
don't teach like if you're not going to include the negative side.
Exactly.
Like, you know what? Now we celebrate it as like a holiday and like be thankful and whatnot. But like this is obviously you could teach the good and the bad side of it.
Yeah.
But then they're taking away other holidays that are like disrespectful to certain cultures and whatnot. But like that one right there is like bing bing bing.
That happens with like for sure. Like a lot of different things. Like I think that like. It's all like it's kind of fucked up how education works. It's all geared towards like they want the way you view a certain way. Yeah, the system. I mean, obviously it is fucked. It's almost fucked to the point that like people actually don't know it's fucked, and that's what gets me. Like if you have a conversation with someone and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, that's right. This is how it is," and I'm like, "You are just so like." In the sunken place by the fucking media, and like you were just so consumed by it.
But it just like even in high school too. Like if you think back, like. I mean, yeah, you have to use math every day, but like, what math are you doing? You're doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, maybe some division. Like, in your everyday life, unless you're, an accountant or something, or an engineer, or like someone that uses those advanced levels of math. That's why, like that stuff. Obviously, you learn a broad spectrum of it in high school, but like, I can't tell you the last time. Like, I got an A+ in algebra in high school. Winslow, I can't tell you since I graduated high school, the last fucking time I did an algebra problem or needed to in real life, besides when I was fucking mentoring kids and helped a kid with his homework. Besides that, like,
yeah, right.
But that's the curve. So it's just like, I don't know. They have this broad system of what you need to learn, but then half of it you don't fucking use.
No, you don't. You don't. Like even from my perspective, like they should be teaching so many like different things. Like I would like entrepreneurship classes, like teaching people about your potential career and like teaching people about like real estate, just other avenues for people to be able to become financially stable.
And I get that. That's
but
like
they don't want to create that though.
More like what the higher ed is for, and like that's when you hone in on what you want to do and whatnot.
Yeah.
But even just more like how many people don't have fucking social skills nowadays because
oh my god, they need a social skills class.
They need a social skills class, not a public speaking class.
Yeah.
How the fuck to talk to someone? How to you talk about like you can control every conversation. Like social conflict. I'm a big guy that I don't like social conflict at all. Like I'd rather just like get in a fucking fight than argue with someone. Like I'd rather get punched in the face than argue with you. It makes me feel awkward. There's no need. And like I've been told before, like, oh, like you're sorry, you're gonna lose money on this episode and not get demonetized. I mean, you're gonna get demonetized, but like I've been told, like, oh, you're a pussy, or like you need to have more of a backbone. It's like, no, I don't, because the way I have conversations with people is if it's getting like I've worked in customer service my whole life, whether it be behind a bar, at Sherwin, just like anything, just like if people get their back up and they love to complain, like if you're like I've been told at a bar, like you need to have more of a backbone. Like, what's the point? Like, what is the point of being that person that will argue with someone until you're blue in the face? Where you talk as like you can control a situation when you want it. So if I don't want it to go bad, I know with social skills how to respond to someone, how to have the tonnage, what words to use, how to make them feel like I respect what they're saying. But I'm not gonna instead of just be like, nope, nope, sorry, and then you get in this fucking pissing match with people, like and then so. People feel uncomfortable in social conflict, therefore, or in fucking job interviews and all this stuff. Therefore, they become almost kind of hermits because they don't want to get in those fucking social awkward scenarios. You know, where if we had fucking classes all 4 years of high school to teach us how to like act in every social situation, I think people would be much more hireable, much more this.
Yeah.
Like
that's a good note. I'm gonna write that down because I'm looking for some value to put in like YouTube because I'm doing some more like I did that. I just posted one a day about like how to structure your day a little better, and like I feel like that is something that like almost like a gift that I have of like being able to control a situation like socially. Yeah, and like you're so right because how many idiots do you find just like getting in like fights or just like wasting their energy? Dude,
people will literally. So that's another thing is like you taught me about energy and how not to like expand, like don't waste your energy.
Yeah, you have an energy bucket.
You have an energy bucket, and like that podcast with Charlie Rocket, fucking amazing podcast.
Great podcast. Yeah,
it's just like this person that just makes you sit back and reevaluate your entire fucking life.
Yeah,
and it's like just wasting your energy and like arguing. Like obviously we get in like arguments like me and you, we just like little tiny like snippets of arguments where like I'm like, no, you were late, no, you told me to do this, like just little shit, but then we stop it, or like you get in an argument in a group chat with your buddy where you're chirping back and forth, or you're a little bicker with your girlfriend or whatever it may be. But like the people that would generally, and we know some, like those who will sit in a living room and argue about politics when they aren't educated on politics and all they watch is the shit ass media on. I don't want to be the person saying fake news, but they just watch and listen.
But you're right. People will watch fake news and then be like,
I should say people who can't form their own opinions. People who just take in what they hear and they see, and they just fucking recycle it back onto their mouth, and they argue it with no actual reason to argue it. Like, okay, like
they just plagiarize shit.
Two people that we saw argue about football teams. Do you remember that?
Argue about? Oh my god, in college, right?
And it got to a point where they were almost fighting each other because they were arguing about football teams.
Yep. And people, and if you watch it now,
it's great to be, that all the time. It's great to be passionate.
Yeah.
And it's great. Or people who will argue about politics.
Yeah.
But they're not educated on politics.
No.
So it's just like, so you taught me about this energy. So it's just like, why? To me, people who said, so like when I first started working at the bar, I'd be like, yes, ma'am. Okay, yes, sir. Because it was easier. And someone told me you need to have more of a backbone. But in my perspective, why?
Yeah, no.
Because I'm going to waste my energy, my valuable energy that makes me happy and I can put positive energy to something else in my life that I'm passionate about. I need to stick up and tell this person to fuck off, or tell this person, no, you can't have this, instead of just trying to make them happy. It might like you're not a pushover.
So just be smarter.
I'm kind of once again, I always go off on tangents, but it's just like you said, you said this thing that resonated with me once, and you were like, I can control any conversation I'm in, and you don't get nervous for job interviews, you don't do this because your social skills are so valuable that you can control a conversation.
Yeah.
So it's just like these people that will just argue till they're blue in the face about stuff that realistically like doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
You know, you're instead of just taking the easy way out.
Yeah.
Okay, or you want to argue about a sports team? Well, this is my opinion. This is yours. I see yours like a typical debate. I see yours, and I see where you're coming from, and I respect your opinion.
Yeah.
But like, this is mine. You don't have to say this is mine, and you're fucking wrong because of this. Like, it's like everyone has their own opinion. That's why it's an opinion.
Yeah.
You know. So it's just we got off on this about social skills, but I just think they're important because, like.
Dude, it's very important.
You know?
No,
they're just important.
There's
no better way to say it.
I absolutely agree. And what you were saying, like you hit on it, and like I firmly believe in that. And you know how I always say like everybody's dumb. Mm-hmm. So like when I talk about controlling situations and like conversations, is because like 99% of the world is stupid, and so you can know right away, right? Like you know right away if someone's just like pushing their point, if they believe in something, and they're gonna push it until they're like. There is no point in trying to. There's no point in trying to change people's minds,
and they won't even see your
They won't see your side. You can look at somebody when you're having a conversation with them, and
you know.
You're like, are they listening to me, or are they waiting to talk?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, and so, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to bring up politics, but like working at a bar.
Oh, I'm sure you hear it all the time.
Everyone was a local. Oops. You know, it was just like it was the most cringy thing. It was to me. It's just like I've always been, I don't know, raised or where if like you're gonna get in an argument or something like. Even with your significant, you realistically wanted to start back on arguments. So it's like realistically, like if you want to have a healthy relationship, so we can tie this back in to relationships. Like those people that'll just fight with their significant other because they just want to be right.
Yeah.
Whereas like you see the healthy relationships where people will sit down like adults and say, okay, well this is what bothered me and this is why it bothered me, and I want you to see how I feel and how it makes me feel. And I want to get your opinion on it and why it makes you mad. Like a girl that might get mad about a guy getting fucking jealous about something, right? Okay. Well, instead of the girl getting mad about the kid getting jealous and be like, oh, you're so fucking clingy, or you're this, or you're so fucking annoying. Why won't you let me do what I want to do? Well, it's like, why don't you value his opinion? If you love him, if you care about him, why don't you value, you know what? You're going to say, this is how I want to act and this is how I want to do. And I'm sorry it bothers you. And like, maybe I can like watch out for it in the future, you know?
Yeah.
But so like that's once again social skills.
Yeah.
You know, just like how to have a mature conversation instead of just being like, no, you're a stupid fucking bitch, like this and that.
Yeah.
Where like that's where it gets to when both of you can't. And like I've been there, we've all been there. Yeah. Where like, but looking back on it now, and I'm just like
you think about
how much time you've wasted,
how much time wasted
arguing,
and the result
makes it
never
worse.
Gets there, dude. It's like you're like that's what I'm talking about, controlling conversations. Like, you know, okay, like out of this conversation, like let's say like we're arguing about something. It's like the result at the end of the day, I know the result isn't me changing his mind. It's not me like, it's not like me trying to have him like find more success in this conversation or get more educated on it. After it's already hostile, my result is to find peace in it.
Yeah.
And so if you like, and if it's a relationship, like it's your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and like you're and you guys are arguing line, you're like, yo, fuck you, you're a bitch, blah, blah, blah. Think down to the core of it. It's like, okay, like, is she mad because I was Snapchatting girls?
Yeah.
And then like understand her side of it, and then tell her, hey, like I'll stop Snapchatting girls.
And then understand what you're doing wrong.
Understand what you're doing wrong.
Instead, there's the people that will continue to like there's people that when you voice your opinion, they'll do what makes you mad more to get a reaction out of you.
Yeah,
that's
not someone who's worth being in a relationship with, though.
Exactly, and that's just so toxic. And it just goes back to like you said, like once it gets hostile, and that's why I value like learning from you and whatnot, because I think I don't know like just how I've seen you interact with people and like how you are in social situations. Like I've voiced to you that I get social anxiety sometimes. Like, not social anxiety because I'll make a friend in a phone booth. I've always been told that. My dad, like when I was younger, they're like, you can make a friend anywhere. I'm not like that. I've always told you I could get up on stage in front of fucking 10,000 people and be like, I have a.
But you're good. Like, what it is, it's your head before it even happens.
It's my head before
you get there. Because when you're in there, you're fine. Everyone loves you and it's great.
So yeah, but so you're my social anxiety either comes from like presentations and whatnot, where you get in your head and you're like, okay, am I doing this right? It's not getting up there in front of people. I could give 6 fucks. There could be 60 people watching us do this here right now. Like, I wouldn't care. But it's a presentation where, like, you have to, like, present your knowledge. And then with me, my flaw would be I would question my knowledge and question if I did this right. Yeah. And I would start getting nervous. And then once I got nervous, it would just be a snowball effect.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's almost like the, you know, the 6 to midnight issue we've been talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You know, once you're in your head, you're donezo.
Yeah.
But, you know,
yeah.
But
absolutely.
It just goes back to, like, it's always annoyed me because, like, this, I've always my entire life been called, like, and not called, but, like, you know, like, that person really actually, I don't want to say bothered me, but it annoyed me because I couldn't see where they were coming from, and they couldn't see where I was coming from because they're like, you need to have more of a backbone. And I'm like, why? Like, why are you telling me that? You're telling me my service is flawed because I'm not a prick?
Yeah,
like, customer service is the point of, like making someone on the other side that's coming to your, like, buying your product.
Yeah.
Wants to be happy. That's the point of customer service.
Yeah.
So, like, I never understood, like, the point of people or petty people who will just hold a fucking grudge.
Yeah.
People who you work with who will just fucking be grumpy and not say anything and just be you try and, like, have a conversation with them. You try and be like, what did I do? And they're just miserable, and they'll make it, like, the people that thrive off making it more awkward. I've never understood that.
No.
Because that's a fucking waste of energy. Like, people who will hold a grudge and people who won't talk out something that made hold a grudge for a day or two, but then talk it out.
Yeah.
Someone who will just be petty and waste that valuable energy you have in your energy bucket for the day.
Yeah.
Or for the month, for the year, and just waste that time instead of just being mature and, like. So that's the thing, as I go back to being like, oh, people are like, oh, you're soft. Like, no, I'm not soft.
No.
I want to be happy. I don't want to feel uncomfortable being around someone who's, like,
that makes
creating a social conflict.
No, that makes perfect sense.
You know,
they say stay away from negative people. It's like, as soon as, like you're talking about your energy bucket as well. It's like, dude, I say the same thing about finding stupid people. If you interact with people that are stupid, it's like, I'm just gonna hop on out of that one. Or it's like, oh, this person, like, makes me feel worse. Like, well, then. Yeah. I'm out, man. You know what I mean? Because it's not work. You don't have time. Like, this guy says, he's like, you need a backbone. It's like, no, you just need to be educated. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't have time to fucking educate the world on why I don't need a backbone.
Or it's like the people that would be like, oh, I like,
because I have one. And also, like, you're fucking. So you're not the guy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You talk to. No, this was back in fucking. No, this isn't.
Oh, you're just saying, like, over the course of
when I first started in the service industry. This was when I was like 17.
He was probably
I was told you're too nice.
Yeah, is this like an older guy? But he probably doesn't want to get walked on.
People that say, yeah, and I get it. You shouldn't be walked on.
Yeah,
you shouldn't
there
be
comes
walked
to a
all
point
over.
for sure.
There comes to a point for sure.
For sure.
But I think it's also different when you're behind in a service industry. Like, you worked at Steph's, you were a waiter.
Yeah.
There's also I've always said this to people I worked with. I was like, you say I'm too nice. You say I'm getting walked all over. It's the path of least resistance.
Yeah,
like, I'm working for a tip. I'm getting walked all over, or am I making that person happy and making fucking money?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I've never understood. I get it. Like, you don't want to be that kid that's, like, always fucking picking up your buddies and letting them take advantage of you. You don't want to get taken advantage of.
Right.
But to be that kid, like, who's just nice to create a path of least resistance, what is wrong with that?
No. I don't find anything wrong with it. I think that.
I finally found the word, like, because we talked about not wasting energy, like, path of least resistance.
Path of least resistance.
Like, why do I want to go
to get to the result you want?
To get
your
to the result you want.
like
things to be normal and have a normal, peaceful. Exactly, peace.
Yeah,
peaceful. Just a peaceful, and it comes down to just getting in an argument with your buddy on the couch watching TV. Like,
absolutely.
Instead of just arguing back with them, like, you know what? Concede your point or make your point. Mm-hmm. That's having a backbone. You're making your point.
Yeah.
Understand theirs and just, like, change the fucking topic or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I've never been able to understand the people that will just argue till they're blue in the face until they get their own way. Mm-hmm. Or, like, people that'll fucking, I keep going back to the service industry, but it's just such a good point.
Fine.
Like, people who will fucking, you know, give bad service or be a prick.
Just to be a prick.
And then.
Is that what you're saying?
Or it goes back to literally my first restaurant I worked at. And then someone leaves a bad review and they're like, oh, that person's just a fucking miserable asshole. It's like, like, this was back when I was 18, and I just was so, I was young, and I bring up back then because I was young and naive, but it still hit me. I'm like, what's the point?
What's the point?
What is the fucking point of just being a dickhead?
Even if you already know, also, if you've had the argument before, like, if you're in a relationship, for instance, and, like, you've had the argument before of, like, yada, yada, like, for instance, like, I don't like you liking Instagram pictures, right?
Yeah, guys get that one all the time.
Yeah, if you're a guy and you're getting the, like, stop liking girls' Instagram pictures, and then you're arguing it back to the point. Let's say you have the argument, and then, like, you get the result of, like, she's still mad, and like she understands you just liking pictures just to like pictures, but like she's not cool with it. No one's really that happy, but you guys are just like, okay, chilled out after it. And then you guys have the argument again. It's the same thing. No, next time, like, know the result already. Like, it's like, if you know the result is you guys are going to be upset, then just change your fucking action. It's the same thing with, like, you know, Einstein said, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing.
The same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And I learned that. Like, I was that naive kid that was like, you know, I was getting yelled at. I've gotten yelled at. Yeah. You have too, for liking other people's pictures. And then, you know, you come out and you're like, okay, but you can like whoever the fuck you want.
Right. Because what you think isn't what they think. It's like, this made me not a big deal. Like, if she did that, it's like, okay, that's not a big deal to me. But if you do it, it is. It's because you're two different humans. What's prioritized is different.
Exactly. So it's just like, so then that's the thing. You get stuck in the, like, you can't understand the way. That's where people struggle. They try and be like, well, why aren't they thinking like me?
Right.
Like, whereas I'm like, okay, you're liking your shit on fucking Instagram, but you're getting mad at me for liking it. Like, and then you battle back and forth with like, oh, you can fucking do whatever you want and I can't do what I want.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, just understand that everyone thinks differently. And if you guys can't find a common ground, fucking me later. Alligator.
4 billion.
Because then you waste this 4 billion?
4 billion.
Women in the world?
Women. And also, I think
3 billion men in the world?
3 billion men. Is it? That's
I
don't know.
I know it's like 70.
No, those are probably.
It's like it's 60,
some
65,
like
45 women than men or something
some
like that.
shit like that.
It's slightly more men. I mean, women than men. But
so regardless of what you're interested in, there's definitely a partner out there for you that will probably be better.
I know it's good to get back to the relationship talk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad we hit the whole social thing is nice, you know?
Because that's where another thing is too, is like, if you're never going to have a successful relationship if you can't be, and it's not just social skills, it's effective communication.
Yeah. It just makes you a better person, 100%.
Like effective communication is in a job. It's like telling someone no, and this is why not.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just being like, nope. Mm-mm. You know the people. You know the people that will fucking argue and they just go, or they're like just those people that can't argue properly. I think of an argument as a debate.
Yeah.
If you're gonna argue me, you're gonna fucking listen to my point. I was told by someone maybe 6 months ago, where they were mad at me for doing something, and I stated my point, and I was like, do you understand? Like, do you understand where I'm coming from? And like, I kept stating my point. I was like, now tell me, like, why? What in your head? What was wrong with what I did? And I got see, you're just that type of fucking dude that just can't be fucking wrong. And I go, can't be wrong. I said, this is back to the fucking early ages. Like, this is an argument. This is a debate.
Yeah.
Is you state what you're mad at, the other person defends themselves, and not defends yourself to the point where like there's a difference of defending yourself. If you defend yourself and you get your fucking back up and you're like, and you flip it around, that's not defending yourself. Well, I did this, but you do this. Flipping it and telling them they're in the wrong, that's not. And I speak from this as a point of like, you know, there might be people out there that have been like, well, Travis, you've done that. Yeah, I have. And I have learned that's why I'm so fucking happy I had the relationships I did, because it has taught me so many things that I need to not do.
That's awesome.
You know,
that's crucial,
and so many things I need to not look for.
Yeah,
but it's just I look at it now as, and you tell me like this is a time in our life to like where I see you maturing, and it's just like this is where it is. Like, you know what? Yeah, we are fresh out of college, and it is fun to wish we were still back in those days, and every now and again get fucked up with the boys and just be immature and whatnot, because it's good to have that. But it's also like, and you can still be immature and be like, I'm one of probably the most immature kids out there. Mature. And you are as well. No. But it's good to be mature when you have to be. So it brings me back to that point of just like just we said social skills, but effective communication, because like I just tried to be like, okay, I see where you're coming from, but like, can you see why this is what I did? And just those people that will argue with you, they're in the wrong, and they're like, well, fuck you, Like you hear people arguing, and they're just like, or the guys will just be like, nope. No, you're wrong. Like the girls that'll say that, guys that'll say that. Yeah. Remember, I got in an argument with a kid in high school, and he's just like, keep being soft. And every time I would get more mad because he wouldn't actually just like argue. Yeah. Like maturely, he just like was basically making me look like an idiot for trying to fucking argue with him. Like almost, it was just so aggravating because he seems like he was on his high horse for just being like, keep getting mad. Keep getting mad. It's like I wasn't getting mad. You were making me more mad.
By even saying that.
And you knew you were.
He's trying
instead of just arguing where you knew you were in the wrong and letting me have my point. Every time I'm arguing, you know those people that are you'll go to argue and they'll just cut you right off. It's just like
here's why.
Why can't? It's no wonder people go to jail.
No, yeah,
No, yeah. It's no wonder people go to jail for.
You're right. Because then it gets to that point. But here's what I was gonna say to that is like
that was a bad thing to say. It was a joke, guys.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I think that what my point to that is like I completely agree with you, and I think that there's like a couple different things like within an argument. One is like you have to be on the same page during an argument. So the same page being. We are arguing, like I like blue, you like red. We are arguing to figure out how we are going to agree. Mm-hmm. That's one thing, like goal of an argument. Yeah. The other goal of an argument that a lot of people take is I'm arguing to prove to you, to prove it to you that you are wrong, I am right, and that I win. Which and
we've all been there.
Hey, I'm not
because there are times. There are times though when you are like everyone's had that time when they. You know what? There's times where you're both wrong. And you're arguing that you're both right, and there are those people that are wrong and will argue to the right. But you know the times, and
dude, I struggle with it still. Like, I'm still struggling
when you're like I've seen you. I mean, lately, and you're like, I'm in the right, and you argue your point. Yeah. Because I think it is also acceptable when you are. Like it is undeniable that you were in the right, and you just argue your point that you're right.
Sure. And it also depends on your relationship with the person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit here and, like, argue with, like, a loved one about, like I'm right up. But, like, I can argue with you about different things. That I can, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, but, like.
I think it's always good to find that common ground. But at the same time, I do believe when you are, like, you got undeniable proof that you are right. Yeah. You can have that point of, like, I'm fucking coming down on you. I'm right. You're wrong. But the people that are doing the I'm right, you're wrong thing when they are just fucking out to lunch and they are in the wrong, it's just like
it's the best to let them go. Because let them think they win.
You bring up always it's time when you get older because I've told you like I hate change. Yeah. And I'm like I don't want to like I hate like when you get older it's a part of that's what fucks with me. It's a part of life and I know it's a part of life that you're gonna get distance from people. Scary. You're gonna get distance from people that were such a big part of your life when you were younger, and you 10 years down the road. You don't really talk. Mm-hmm. You get a fucking how you doing sometimes. And that's always something that I've struggled with. It's just like, why the fuck isn't all these... You meet 10,000 people in your life. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, my brain is like, oh, why aren't we all still best friends? Mm-hmm. But then I struggle with it because at the end of the day, I also know that's not how life works. No. You see our parents, they all still have their friends that they could catch up with and have a beer with. And it's like they didn't miss a step. But just because you're not hanging out every fucking day or they're not asking you every time... they do something to hang out with them doesn't mean they don't like you, So it's just funny because I've just always hated change. I hated the idea of change. Change is good, but then I like change of like moving on from things, like thinking about moving across the country. Like I know it would be a cool thing to do and I want to move and see different parts of the world, but then that idea of change, like being far from family, being far from friends, that's always fucked with me. So point being, afraid of change, but you tell me like it is good to change and to like change who you are and move on from people that like don't add value to your life. And like it's just been cool, and like I kind of lost my point, which sucks. But
I mean, you're on a new point though. It's just fine,
No, I wanted to tie it back into like just what we were talking about, like how you were like if they can't grow in an argument, or people that will just argue till they're blue in the face, it's time to like meet you later. Like you said the other day, and you were like, like I just don't feel like surrounding myself with people who aren't gonna like better my life.
Yeah, and I don't mean that in like a
and you don't mean it in a bad way. I heard it and I was like, damn, you kind of sound like a dickhead. Yeah, and then I hear it.
You can go.
I try and fucking. I do talk a lot. Shout out Dylan.
No, you gotta have on a podcast. People aren't listening for silence.
that was my point when I commented back. I was
you're here to share your points.
Here to share your point.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. You're saying basically it's like, and that's what I was saying. I didn't mean it to sound like cocky. What I meant is like choosing wisely. Like I'm in a point in my life. I mean, like you're the closest one to me where it's like. Today, like I'm uploading a YouTube video almost every single day, and like I want to do a podcast at least like 2 to 3 times a week. Like I'm doing the vlogs. Same time, I'm still recording the music. I'm editing every single fucking video, and I'm also working like a job, and like I'm keeping up with my relationships too. It's like I'm in a really busy time, so if I'm gonna be surrounded by someone who's gonna sit like I don't have. Like, if I have, like, an hour or two for luxury, I'd rather chill with you and then, like, chill with my good friends. Yeah. I don't have the time to talk to some guy who, like, I barely know about, like, he's gonna be like, dude, like this skateboard's rad. I'd be like, yo, like these, like I don't have time. I don't
those
want
pointless
to.
conversations that you like have with like a buddy of a buddy at a bar.
Yeah, yeah.
I know what you're saying.
And like, but if it's
And
time allotted for that, where it's like, okay, tonight we're having some drinks, we're chilling out. Cool, I'll do some stupid conversation. But like the majority of my life needs to be surrounded by people who are going to help me, push me to become a better person. I don't need anything from that.
And that's where we argue too, because I'm still in that mode where like, you know, I just moved to the city and I'm like, I want to fucking still have fun because you've been doing this for 3 years, but I just, you know, I graduate college for almost a year, live with my parents, and I was like, okay, I saved up enough money, time to move out. Yeah. So I'm still in that time, like it's playtime. Like it's like, which is fine. It will hit you. But I obviously don't have a brand that I'm trying. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right now I don't have a brand or anything that I mean I have your brand that I'm trying to help you build.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the end of the day, you really do. And for your fans out there, you don't even understand how fucking hard this kid works. Like you kind of just, you don't even ask anyone for help. You just kind of do it. Yeah, you do it all yourself. So like, yeah, there are times where I'm like sitting fucking on the couch having a beer and I'm like, oh damn, you know, I wish me and Corman were ripping it up in the city. So I see where you're coming from, but that's also where me and you kind of struggle because back to the whole relationship thing and like balancing boys and girls, like I think you got to balance work and play too, you know? Yeah. Obviously, and there's all these successful people that have like, you got to make sacrifices, and you do. I just think there are those times where you're like, all right, you know what? Accomplished everything for the day. Work is done. Let's go get fucking piss drunk somewhere.
You're right. 100%.
You know?
100%.
And then it's not even that I have to drink. Let's go do something fucking stupid because there's been times lately I'm trying to get you to do like, I don't know, funny shit that we used to do, and you're like, I'm kind of over it. But I know you're not. You're just in work mode.
Yeah, it's hard to like, it's hard. I'll tell you why, dude. It's because like, also like you gotta remember, I gotta fix this little thing's making noise. Hold on.
I think it was my chair up against the wall. Chair's like, ooh, chair's shaking because I'm in it, you know.
Because we're going in.
Chair's like, I wasn't built for this.
But so here's why, dude. You gotta remember from like my point of view, it's like, I see that there's so much opportunity within like building yourself a platform and a brand online where like I'm turning to like the YouTube thing and I'm trying to grow it. It's like, dude, I saw like my Spotify and like not like the revenue can bring in, but also the people that you can touch and influence and like, dude, I only have 1,700 subscribers on YouTube, but it's still growing. It's like, eventually that will be at like 20K and I'll be able to sell a t-shirt. Like you could sell a t-shirt for fucking $10 profit and make $20,000 in a day. Yeah. You know, and I have buddies who literally like are YouTubers that like do it. And so you got to remember,
you're just trying to drive to get there.
And out of our friends, like I love everybody, you know that, but no one else is trying to build a brand online. So it's like, this is the type of effort and energy that goes into it. It's just that it's foreign to see it from me because we're not surrounded by other people who are doing it. But if you go into like, if you like my artist friends who like live in like LA or like this, like that kid like that lives in Chicago, like, and like even Kyle Beats, dude, like the work ethic he has, like, dude, he wakes up and it's like all the way until 9 p.m. and then it's off and then it's resting so we can do it tomorrow. And like the same thing, like my friends that live in like artist houses in LA, like they wake up, they record all day, they hang out with each other for like 15-20 minutes and then they're like inspiring each other and they're back to it. And like that's the type of person I am when like it's like me and you and Dino had the conversation the other day, like talking about like what we want, priorities. You guys like, oh, I don't know, like I just like kind of want to hang with the boys. And I was like, yo, if I didn't have this, that would be me. I'm just lucky that I have. Exactly. That's it. And I understand it.
Because like me and him, because you tell me like build my own brand or whatnot and whatnot. Ultimately,
but maybe that's not you though. And like,
so that's my thing. You know? Is I don't see right. Like you're like, oh, start vlogging, start this. I don't see right now, and I've been putting thought into it. Yeah. Like just because sometimes you see me laying around doesn't mean my fucking brain's not working.
I know that.
You know, sure. Like I'm always like you. I came up with the T-shirt idea for the charity thing, like all this stuff. You call me creative director because like you know it might not be an official role, but like I'm always pushing content towards you. Like my brain is always working to grow this. I'm more or less right now.
Dude, you give me content ideas every day.
I don't think so. Exactly. So that's my thing. And you're like, oh, why don't you do it on your own? My thing is like right now, I don't think I have a direction to take my own shit, but I have the brain right now where I've been watching you for the past 6 years, where I have the brain to just push content for you and push. So that's where I more or less like, where you're like, oh, do your own. I'm more or less kind of just like along for the ride right now. And I don't mean it like that. Not along for the ride. I'm not along for the ride. I'm not trying to fucking ride you to the top. What I'm trying to do.
You're just saying you're like an asset to the organization.
I'm kind of, like, you see me as an asset, and right now you talk about how you're not that big. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of just like pushing where I can push and helping where I can help. Like yesterday, the random ass vlog we did, like just a random ass idea, like that ended up, you said it might be your best vlog you've done yet. Yeah. Like shit like that, where I'm kind of along in the back seat. Where, you know, like a backseat driver, not the annoying one, where like if you're paying attention to the music or your phone, I'm telling you to take the turn. Like I'm trying to be that asset, and right now you're not big enough for me to have like an official role.
Yep.
So I'm just kind of chilling, helping you out, doing my own thing. Yeah, fucking around sometimes where you're like, oh, do your own shit, but it's like I don't really have a fucking direction I could take it right now.
Yeah.
I think my purpose is to fucking drive your brand.
I think you're right.
Which I like. Yeah, I could create my own, but I don't see where it would go right now.
That's
right
fair.
now, I see like where my head is at is like driving your brand.
I think you really believe in
like
it.
Once I believe in it a ton. I've seen it grow so have all our friends, but I've seen it like just living with you our entire college career, and now I've seen the work ethic, and I've seen the fans fucking grow, and the interactions on social media grow. The people who like reach out to you, these random fans that like come up to you, people are like, oh, I know you, you know, stuff like that. I've seen it, and I really fucking believe in it. And like I said, I'm not just trying to have a meaningless role where I'm like just fucking chilling with you because you're famous. Like I think my idea of like taking on a role and building a brand is helping you build your brand.
I mean, it absolutely
because I don't think there's anything wrong in not having my own.
Yeah,
I think I'd have almost just as much pride in having my own as having a little facet of yours.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
So that's where I'm at. So right now, sometimes we're like, oh, get up and like create content. I'm like, I'm kind of just like I'm kind of just like your content creator, you know, like, you know, or sometimes where I'm not that motivated to do my own thing. I am more motivated to do your thing. Than my, you know what I'm saying? Because I see yours, and I'm not trying to fucking reap the benefits of it. I'm trying to just fucking help you get to your goal. You know,
I think that from your point, which thank you, and I appreciate.
Thanks for.
But I think that for something I should understand going forward too is like. And it's something I've always struggled with. I'm trying to get better at. It's kind of what we talked about earlier, that not everyone thinks like you. And I have to remember, like, I may be like who I am, maybe like sit in the computer and edit a video and then work on a song and then plan to release that and then like think like a podcast thing, whatever. But I have to remember, like, you aren't me, and like you're not like you. But I also. Like, you just may not want that, but like the thing where the reason why I say the things I do and I try to push it is because like I know the benefits of it and the rewards from it, and I know your potential, and maybe and that's probably why I push it so hard. But like I need to understand both points where it's like you may not be that person,
and that's where it goes.
You
back
may not
to
even
like,
be it right now. You may be it. You may not be it right now.
Exactly, and that's exactly where it goes back to like we talk like what I want to do for a career. And, I want to be a firefighter. But right now, I'm at that point in my life where I'm like, I don't know if I want to bite that. So where I'm kind of like in limbo, just bartending to like figure life, where we say like I'm just trying to figure it out. Like we talked about it last pod. Like, you know, it's okay to be in that point in your life of like you don't really know what you're doing. Like that's one thing I struggle with because I see him like, okay, I have this one thing I'm very passionate about and I want to do for myself. And I might feel naked if I never do it. But then pulling me in the other direction is the exact same thing as being a part of your brand and seeing where this can carry you, and I can say us, but like seeing where it can carry us. And if I take on a role with you, it might take me away from that fucking dream. But if I go down the road of firefighter, like, so it's a kind of like a mental battle every day because you talk about, and this is just, I think, a good lesson for everyone because I think everyone always struggles every day of like, what do I want to do? What do I want? What do I want? And like they put that pressure on themselves of like needing to know what to do. And it's been really good for me to try and step back and be like, dude, you are only fucking, like, I feel old at 24 because I see people fucking getting married and having their career at 24. But we talk about like being settled down with a girl or being settled down, and like, I realize like that's not like right now my life, and it's okay to not be the fucking cookie cutter. Like, this is you. Absolutely. This is what you went to college for. This is what you need to do. It's like, it's okay to have a dream, but then see something else come along the way that you might enjoy doing just as much.
Absolutely.
And so that's where I'm at right now. It is a part of life. And that's where I'm at right now, where like I'm kind of in such limbo, and it causes me stress because I'm like, fuck, like I could go be a firefighter right now, but if I make that choice, it's kind of like a one-time deal. Like, it's not really working sales and getting transferred over to like, say I was the fucking one that's gonna be famous, right? I had a rap career, and I was like, hey Matt, I want you to move cross country with me to LA. And you were like, all right, well, I'm working for Toast, and they have an LA office, so I'll just transfer out there. That's not how the whole world of like firefighting works. You know, it's a fucking. It
doesn't work that way at all.
That doesn't work that way. It's like
one of the most traditional jobs out there. Like,
it's like once you get on, it's a fucking great job, and all my friends that do it. And my dad did it for 33 years. Like, he's happy as a clam. Shout out to him. 3 of my good friends are doing it right now. They're happy as a clam. It's something I want for myself, but I also look at like how much I enjoy being part of this brand. And if I just am like, I'm gonna fucking be on a fire department in Mass, which there's nothing wrong with, and live my life here for the next 40 years. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So many people do it. But I'm at that point right now where I'm like, I might have, and you say FOMO is a dumb word, but it's a legitimate fucking thing where I'm like, I have so much joy being part of this brand with you that if I fucking pass that up, I'm going to be mad at myself.
Understand.
So it's not a FOMO thing.
Yeah.
It's I see that I have a role here.
Yeah.
And I want that role.
Yeah.
I also want the dream job I always dreamed of since I was fucking 4 years old.
Yeah.
But there's two things pulling me in a direction right now, and that's what causes the maybe more or less the lack of motivation, because I right now don't know which place I want to put all my efforts.
Right.
You know. So.
And not to mention you're in like judged by the state of the world right now, it's like there's not legitimately.
Now I'm not even a bartender.
There's no structure
right now. Like there's
this is probably the most structure that you have.
Yeah.
Is me and you talking every day about like trying to come up with an idea.
And that's what it's kind of making me realize too, is like, well, I mean, also one of the only things not being affected by this is like, I mean, I'm sure the fire departments are like, they're busy and whatnot, and they're responding to all these people that are sick, and people on the fire departments are getting sick. So like they're getting, but at the end of the day, then the department's not going to go on a business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like that's not getting affected by this. But with everything right now, this is kind of making me realize like with everything still going on, like we're still working on this. We're working on this. And it's almost like right now where I said there's not really a role, like there's not a ton of income coming in with you. Yeah. So like it's not like I'm not getting paid to be part of this. Right. I'm just a part of it because I enjoy it so much, and it's a passion of mine. But it makes me realize like, okay, even if the world goes to shit, like still got music and a brand to build. You know. It almost like. So it's almost like job security, even though this isn't a job for me. I'm just doing it because I'm passionate about it. It's almost like fuck me, this is a job security.
Listen to how crazy this is. They say like, I was talking to Kyle about this too. It's like the most. Like they say, like the most secure job, get a corporate job, right? And work the 9 to 5. It's like at the end of the day, I'll
that ain't looking too good right now.
Right, and the thing that's like making me money right now is like fucking music.
Yeah.
And like building shit online. You look at all the people.
Imagine if you were working at K-Force and remember you almost gave up on this. And imagine if you gave up on this. Where the fuck would you be right now? You would be laid off, and not have anything to fall back on.
That would have sucked. Thank God, I fucking did it. But
you know.
Yeah, I mean it makes you
So it just shows, like, I know we got off, once again, on another tangent. But, yeah, just we're more or less, like, we were talking about your work ethic and whatnot. Like, I still have a work ethic. It's just right now, I don't know where to focus that energy, you know?
You're very smart, but, like, you're not alone.
Oh yeah, I know I'm not alone, and that's another thing too. Is like people can always say, it's just always so funny. It's like the person that's going through a breakup, and you're like, oh, it's gonna be okay, like I promise, because you're happy as a single person, and they're, you're like, oh, it's gonna be okay. It's like that person that has their life figured out, and they're like, it's okay, like nobody has their life figured out. It's like when you're going through it, it's the last thing you want to hear. You're like, I get it that other people don't have it figured out, but I want it to be figured out, But then, so you want that, but then I look back at it, and I'm like, okay, but I also don't want to be these people that figured out their life at 20 and are doing the same thing for the next 40 years.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're having a great time on the episode. Unfortunately, the microphone broke. I think I spilled a little bit of water on it, but it's all good. Just bought 2 new ones real quick. So yeah, gonna continue on. Gonna be dropping a podcast pretty much every 3 days or so, every 2 to 3 days. So if you guys like content like this, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. On my YouTube, I drop a video every single day. I post a vlog, then a podcast, and I'm dropping a song every 2 weeks. So a lot of content to keep you busy, especially during this quarantine time. But thanks again for tuning in, guys. If you have any suggestions on things you'd like to hear us talk about on the podcast, please feel free to leave it in the comments or just shoot me a direct message on Instagram. It's the Kids at Work podcast on Instagram. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And then, yeah, you can follow me on Spotify at Matt Corman. It's pretty much Matt Corman everywhere. But thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Hope you have a great day at work. Peace.